I won't put them not in a straight line. What did you think I meant? My God, it actually works. Fair play to him, look at that. Oh no, it's a heated windscreen. My bad. Not bad for a 200-year-old Transit, that is it? How's that Rolls Royce of the Vans world holding up for you? Good morning, but probably good evening to you who's watching the video, because I always seem to upload them about 6 o'clock every night. Well, not every night obviously, but at night, in the afternoon. Evening! God, what's going on? What we're doing today, we're doing 8 downlights in the kitchen, and 2 floodlights outside, replacing 2 that are already there. I'm probably just going to re-cable them because they're a mess. You'll see that when I get there. Replacing one with a 50 watt, one with a 20 watt. The downlights are going to be E6 Pros, like I pretty much always use, because I just love them. I think they're brilliant. I've never had a problem with them. I've been installing them for a while and never had an issue with them. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. It's a bit fresh this morning, isn't it? Let's see what temperature it is. Let's have a look. -2 today. Not too bad actually. It doesn't feel like -2 though. Otherwise I won't be wearing shorts, still would I? Not too bad at all. Yeah, so I'm going to head straight over to the job. Well, I'm going to load my van up. You don't need to be watching that boring stuff, do you? We're going to have a look at this kitchen, see what we can do. Right, little change of plan. We're not using the E6 Pros because I've just got here and they've changed their mind. They want to use GU10 smart bulbs, Philips Hue or something like that. So I'm going to change them. I'm going to get some other fittings. So I'm going to drill all the holes out and stuff because the ceiling's going to get plastered. So I need the holes in place and whatnot. I can cut as many holes as I want in this ceiling. Obviously I'm going to try not to, keep it to a minimum, but it's going to get plastered or overboarded anyway. So yeah, this is the outside light that someone's done. Wonderful job, eh? These are the 2 of them. And there's one down there. So what I'm going to do, I don't know why that's below the ceiling, but I'm going to take, I think that would have been like a lantern that actually. So I'm going to take it up to above the ceiling, bring it out the wall, put a Philips with a remote control 50 watt there, and then I'm going to black flex clip round to the 20 watt round there. Get rid of that because this wall's getting chopped out to a big door. And then over here we've got 2 switches, separate switches for these. So I'm going to do 4 downlights there, 4 downlights there, and do want to get rid of that. I'm going to start by marking out the ceiling where I want them. I'm going to try and treat this as 2 separate rooms. These ones can't be in line with each other because this is going to have 2 tall ladder units going right up to the ceiling almost. So these 2 are going to be set off from them 2, and then these 4 should be in a straight line. Well, they will be in a straight line, won't they? I won't put them not in a straight line. Right, that's them all cut out. They look a like slightly bit wide, but it's just where the joist lands there and there. If you brought them over, you'd have to jump the joist and jump that joist, and they'd be dead close together. So that's the best I could get. They've all landed quite nice. Like that one's landed directly above the peninsula, pretty much right above the sink. And then obviously these ones are going to be about 200mm off these cupboards once this new kitchen goes in. So that's that. I've ordered all the joists, all done with the stud body and the laser. So getting rid of that socket there, I'm going to need to put a 100mm hole right above, try and find them cables. I'm going to use a maintenance free joint, put it above the ceiling. Same thing for this fan. I think I've just found the cable for that there anyway, so obviously I'll have to make sure of that. And I'm going to take these down, 100mm hole, maintenance free box, and just start wiring. The joists are running this way, so I'm going to have to run 100mm holes through, hopefully just through the centre, and I should be able to rod across that way. Just taking these lights down. That's a standard loop in, loop out switch wire. What the hell is going on there? 1, 2, 3, 4 permanent lives. So I'm assuming, judging by that, is it a 3-core there? Judging by that 3-core, one of them's doing that fan, which is a bit of a bonus really, because I can just disconnect that from here but then there's another one. I'm just not sure what the other one's doing yet. But I'll suss it out. Who does that and puts it up and goes, yep, that's a grand job. I'm so happy with that. Why would you do that? Right, I've got my easy little legs in. I just need to get across there and get that to one of them two. But obviously the joists are running that way. Same thing here, I need to get that across there. I had to cut that one because there's like a noggin there, and a noggin just next to that somewhere. So there's 3. I just could not rod past it at all. You see it there? That one, there's another one right there. So I've drilled through that way. I'm going to put these 100mm holes across through the middle so I can pick that up. And then obviously I'll use it to link the section of lights. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. So, we've gone for the block of cheese look. I'm joking, it's all wired now, obviously. I've gone from there, round, yeah, whatever. Same, gone from there, over to there, and then it comes back and it links over. That side was a nightmare. This side, not too bad, it's just them 2 big holes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just patch them back in a minute, just because the plasterer said he might overboard it, depending on how much mess I make, or he might just skim it. So I'm hoping if I put the discs back in, he might just plaster it and I won't have to cut my holes out again for my downlights when he overboards it. Sneaky thinking. Hopefully. Yeah, you know what I mean? If I put them in, he might just skim the ceiling and leave my downlights already cut. So next I'm gonna put them back in, have a bit of a tidy up because I've just made a right mess, and I don't like leaving it all till the end, otherwise it feels like an audible job. I'm going to get rid of that and the outside light and get the outside light back out, but it's about that height at the minute. I'm going to take it out, it's in capping, pull it out, poke it that way, get it outside so I can get this socket cut and maintenance free joint up there so I can get it all boarded back up and done deal. So I'm just in the process of putting this floodlight up, Philips one, I like them. I've took that cable out of there, pulled it up, poked it out above the ceiling. So like I said, this door's getting cut out into one big patio, so that needed to go, and so did the socket. So I'm going to put my Wago box on there and put my light. I'd like to go just below it, but I might go above it on this one just because I don't know how high they're going to cut that door. Surely it won't be higher than that actually. Yeah, I'll put it below. And I need to get that this out. I couldn't even take the lid off, it was just rusted. Absolutely soaking wet as well, it was. So I'm going to take all that out and put this whisker box on. The Philips light that I use is that one. It's got a little sensor there built in, not dangling off the bottom. I think they look better. And they've got a remote control, so you can change all the settings, or you can override it and just turn it on as well. Or you can use it as a photocell or a PIR, whatever, which is nice and handy. Whatever you do, children, I do not endorse standing on the top step of a ladder to reach up there. Yeah, it looks quite far. I've actually done it. Any road. Let me get this box on and I'll show you where I'm at. Bang! And the dirty lights are gone. There's that. That should pretty much be in the middle of the new doorway when this gets bricked up here, and it's, yeah, anyway. So that's that done. It's a bit tidier, obviously, because that white trunking was just a mess. Might leave the cable like they did, just like that. No, anyway, I'm going to clip that round there, take it over to another light there, same as that, but 20 watt, and then take that one down. People always say, what sort of gap do you leave for you between your cable clips? And I always say it varies between person and person. Just use the length of your tool, and in my case it's about 13 inches. You see, let me just check. Yeah, about 13 inches. So yeah, just use the length of the tool. What did you think I meant? Oh yeah, where's Ryan when you need him? Hey, this is his job clipping, pretending he's got COVID so he can have 10 days off work. I know your game, pal. Don't think I'm not onto you if you're watching this. Usually the best way to get down old lights like this, when they're all rusted, is like Thin Men in Black, you know, with the pug. Yeah, just do that. Just leave that bit on. No, I won't really. Right then, as you can see, that's what I'm just leaving that as a temporary light for him. Probably get moaned at for doing that, but that's what happens in the real world. But yeah, don't copy me. Yeah, we've got 4 downlights, all the holes are patched back in now. Hopefully he'll just skim it. That live end has got waygoers on it. Nice and tight, as you can see. Stuck some waygoers on there. They are all on the same switch now, but I've just doubled that up in the switch because she wants it all to come on at one, but I've still wired it separately because it can always be split back into half and half in the future. I think I've already shown you this, I can't remember. So yeah, that's the new 50 watt. We've got a 20 watt to go around the side, but I've just had to do that because the wonderful wholesaler sent me a Philips light and then a Collingwood light. Like, why would I want 2 different fittings? Come on. Anyway, so I'm going to get a Philips one, 20 watt, bob back, because obviously when I come back to second fix. Oh, and then yeah, the Philips, it comes with this remote, so we can have it on and it'll stay on, or we can put it on auto, 1 minute, medium sensitivity, and change it so it only works in the night, and that's what that does. Or I can change it to just be